I mean, Alexander Volkanovski has been here for a while. On November 26, 2016, he made his UFC debut and came through in spectacular fashion.
That's gonna do it! Alexander Volkanovski! Man, your name's on the radar now, ladies and gentlemen. Alexander the Great Volkanovski!
Of course, on the other side, you got Volkanovski, who's looked unbeatable. He's 20-1, 7-0 in the UFC, wins over Mendez and Aldo, 17 straight overall.
Live inside T-Mobile Arena, this is UFC 245, Usman versus Covington.
They have studied Max Holloway's game very well.
Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway go the distance. And no!
And hey, I'm telling you, I'm going to stay champion for a long time.
You touched on it right there, though. I mean, the idea of a rematch for as long as Holloway was a champion, as close as the fight was, you think it makes sense?
100%.
Alexander Volkanovski versus Max Holloway 2.
We go to the judges for a decision.
And still! Live from the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. This is UFC 266, Volkanovski versus Ortega. Still!
All them doubters, I'm going to keep proving you wrong time and time again. Bring it!
But Alexander Volkanovski is just next level, man. He just sees everything coming, man.
Live from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. This is UFC 276. Still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
And the guys over in that gym is City Kickboxing. Their striking is on another level at the minute.
It is. It's on another level.
He just completely cleaned out the division, man. This guy is a machine and the #1 pound-for-pound fighter for a reason.
Stand up for yourself. People trying to bring me down. I stood up and look at me now. No one can bring me down anymore. Stand up for yourself.
Alex, you have cleaned out this division. What do you think about your future?
I'd love to move up, get that double champ status, and if I get both belts, I'll keep them both busy. Let's go.
The great Alexander Volkanovski, ladies and gentlemen.
For the winner by unanimous decision, Islam Makhachev. There he is, folks, 18-1, Islam Makhachev.
A lot of people coming. Thank you, brother.
What does it mean to you that Khabib just brought you the belt and put it down there and said, because you're going to be champion one day?
I waited waiting when he retired.
It was my last fight, and no way I'm going to come here without my father.
So as you put the gloves down, you do so as the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. You go out the way you wanted to as the undisputed UFC lightweight champion.
I want to fight for this belt. It's my dream. Hey guys, you can run, but you can hide. I'm coming, I'm here.
Islam Makhachev has been very consistent with the way he fights people.
Just look at the way he mauls them, drowns them.
This man just gets better and better with every single out.
We might see a dominant force to take over this entire division.
They take a specific fighting style, master it like no one else.
He is the boogeyman, and he crushes his opponents.
It has finally been announced. Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev is happening.
That's the most important fight in terms of the accuracy of who's the best lightweight in the world. It's the guy who's been dominating, the guy that everybody's been ducking versus Charles Oliveira.
Two of the best lightweights of all time. Abu Dhabi, thank y'all for coming out. One more sleep, we'll see you tomorrow night. Dateline Abu Dhabi, live from Antihero Arena here in Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. This is UFC 280, Oliveira versus Makhachev.
Abu Dhabi, give some noise. We gotta do this, inshallah.
Knockdown from Makhachev. There's the left. Islam Makhachev submits Charles Oliveira to win the title. And new undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
I always ask God, but He give me always more than what I ask. Alhamdulillah, this my belt for my coach, Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov. Many years ago, he told me, Just training hard and you gonna be champion.
Brother, all life was trained together, 22 years. And last couple of years, I told you guys, Islam Makhachev is the best fighter, not in lightweight. He's a pound for pound #1 fighter in right now, today. Now is our plan, fly all the way to Australia and fight in pound for pound king backyard with Volkanovski. Let's do it.
The lightweight on the line, pound for pound #1 on the line. Let's do it.
UFC lightweight champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen. This division. What do you think about your future?
I'd love to move up, get that double champ status, and if I get both belts, I'll keep them both busy. Let's go.
Volkanovski has said now at UFC 276 that he wants to move up to lightweight, and looking at his accomplishments, that ambition makes a lot of sense.
If you move up to lightweight, you could end up fighting Islam for the vacant belt. Do you have a preference out of those two, who you'd like to fight, or do you think it needs to be Charles?
Whoever's holding that belt, or whoever's considered the champ, that's what I want.
What is going to happen when he fights Alexander Volkanovski?
Volkanovski, clinch, lot of knees. He's gonna eat a lot of knees. He's gonna take his all energy, take him down, and he's gonna choke him out. Because even if you know this, let him prepare this. How many months? 5 months, 6 months? Yep. This guy doing this 20 years.
That becomes fascinating when you start to think about that clash. Who's going to dictate who's will and who will break the other guy down over the course of 5 rounds. I think, honestly, this thing has reached the highest it possibly can go at this point. I don't think that you could make it at a better time than right now.
And besides that, a lot of people would love to see this fight. Volkanovski possesses some trouble for Islam on the feet and can be hard to take down as well.
And if anyone can come up with a game plan for 5 rounds, it's probably the guys at City Kickboxing right now.
We do have some breaking news.
Islam Makhachev versus Alexander Volkanovski is happening on UFC 284 in Australia. And that main event is going to be a special one. Volkanovski is going to be chasing history here. Islam is trying to quickly build a legacy of his own.
He's Alexander the Great Volkanovski. He's the pound for pound #1 guy on the planet, but soon that might change because they are going head to head. Alexander Volkanovski taking on Islam Makhachev. This fight was rumored for quite some time. Makhachev versus Volkanovski for the lightweight title and to discover once and for all who truly is the pound for pound #1 fighter on the planet.
This guy not my level, I'm gonna show people my level. I know, I'm gonna finish him.
You know, that quickly changes once I'm in front of him.
I'm ready, I'm here. Tell me when and where.
Hey everyone, I don't care if you love me or hate me, stand up for yourself.
The great Alexander Volkanovski, ladies and gentlemen.
All them doubters, I'm gonna keep proving you wrong time and time again. Bring it.
Islam Makhachev.
I love these kind of fights when you have two of the baddest dudes in the world in their prime facing off for the world title.
The greatest athletes in the world get back.
In the last couple of years, I told you guys, Islam Makhachev is the best fighter, not in lightweight. He's a pound for pound #1 fighter in right now.
I didn't see this short guy, bring him here.
The lightweight on the line, pound for pound #1 on the line. Let's do it.
What I find fascinating is that move up to lightweight.
Only one way to find out.
Alexander Volkanovski, you have a shot at the top of the mountain.
This is a big moment.
But this is the big one for all the marbles.
I'm coming, I'm here. Let's do this.
It's finally here.
And you're gonna see fucking greatness. Let's go!
Here we go!